Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I will discuss today limit in polar coordinate. So we see limit x tends to y, x0, y0, f of xy equal to L is defined by epsilon greater than 0, there x is delta greater than 0, such that f of xy minus L modulus less than epsilon whenever 0 less than root over x minus x0 whole square plus y minus y0 whole square less than delta. So now we will discuss that we can define in polar coordinate also. So for that we first change function into polar coordinate, and for that we take transformation. First x minus x0 equal to r cos theta, y minus y0 equal to r sin theta, and this gives r square equal to x minus x0 whole square plus y minus y0 whole square. And by taking this to transformation, we get from this that it will become limit r tends to 0, that is as xy tends to x0 y0, that is x tends to x0, this becomes 0, and y tends to y0 becomes to this also 0, and from this we get r tends to 0 as xy tends to x0 y0. So it can be written as, now this f becomes x will be x0 plus r cos theta comma y0 plus r sin theta. So this equal to L, and as x0 y0 is constant, so we can simply write from this that limit r tends to 0 f of r cos theta comma r sin theta equal to L. So now in polar coordinate this will transform into this form: limit r tends to 0 f of r cos theta comma r sin theta equal to L. So now we discuss the epsilon delta definition for limit in polar coordinate. So this becomes r cos theta comma r sin theta equal to L. So in polar coordinate, same delta epsilon definition. For epsilon greater than 0, there exists a corresponding real value delta greater than 0, such that f of r cos theta comma r sin theta minus L less than epsilon whenever this in polar coordinate this becomes 0 less than, this is r square, that is r, and it become modulus and then delta. So simply whenever modulus r less than delta, or we can write for epsilon greater than 0 there exists a delta greater than 0 such that modulus r less than delta implies we can also write this as f of r theta. So f of r theta minus L less than epsilon. Whenever this happens, then we said that the limit r tends to 0 f of r comma theta equal to L. So in polar coordinate, the limit transform into this. So now we give one example and we find the limit of function by in polar coordinate. So first we write question: changing into polar coordinate so that limit xy tends to 0 0, x cube divided by x square plus y square equal to 0. So first of all, in polar coordinate we transform this limit. So we put x minus x0 equal to r cos theta. Here x0 y0 is 0, so x equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta. Then from this we get x square plus y square equal to r square, and then this becomes limit r tends to 0, x cube, that is r cube cos square theta divided by x square y square, that is r square. So this simply becomes limit r tends to 0, and this becomes r cos cube theta equal to 0. So we have to find this limit. So as cos cube theta, cos theta lies between -1 to 1. So this is the bounded function. So we can, if we take this maximum value 1, then this limit becomes 0. So now we find this limit r tends to 0, r into cos cube theta equal to 0 in polar coordinate. This we have to prove r less than delta implies this. We have to show that modulus r less than delta implies this. So for that, let epsilon greater than 0 be given. Then we find r cos cube theta minus 0, that is r less or equal to r, and this is cos cube theta, and this becomes modulus r into 1, as it has maximum value 1. So if this is also less than delta, whenever we take r less than delta, so if we choose delta less or equal to epsilon, then we get modulus r less than delta implies this r cos cube theta minus 0 less than epsilon. So from this we get that limit r tends to 0, r cos cube theta equal to 0. So the proof is done. So this question is done. We can also find this in Cartesian coordinate. For that, let epsilon greater than 0 be given. And to prove this in Cartesian coordinate, we have to show that modulus x cube by x square plus y square minus 0 less than epsilon, whenever 0 less than x minus x0, that is x less than delta, and 0 less than y minus y0, y0 equal to 0 less than delta. So we have to show this whenever this happens. So first we let epsilon greater than 0 be given, then x cube x square plus y square minus 0. This can be written as x into x square divided by x square plus y square, and this can also be written as modulus x into modulus x square divided by x square plus y square, and this also can be written as modulus x into 1, as it has a maximum value as x square divided by x square plus y square less than equal to 1. So we use this inequality and we get this. As this, we get this this is less than delta. So if we choose delta less than equal to epsilon, then we get x cube divided by x square plus y square minus 0 less than epsilon, whenever 0 less than x delta, 0 less than modulus y delta. So from this we can say limit xy tends to 0 0, x cube divided by x square plus y square equal to 0. That's it. So if you like it, please share with your friends and do subscribe my channel to learn something. So if you are an engineering student, you can attend this class, multivariable calculus. It will help in your engineering math paper. So thank you very much. Dhanyavad.